What's happening, my people? So I did a review earlier of a movie. I said I was doing Us later. Y'all probably didn't watch that other video though, to be honest. But if you hear, this is the Us movie review from Jordan Peele, Lupita Nyong'o, whatever, homeboy M'Baka from Black Panther. So, my thoughts of this movie. Weird as the fuck. Like, sorry, excuse my French. Man. So, we've been hearing about this movie. And we watched Get Out. And you know Get Out had its certain meanings and everything. It was a blockbuster hit. This right here, I go to a little hole-in-the-wall theater. I don't need a big-ass crowd and stuff. I go to my little theater. I'll go watch Thor Ragnarok, movies like that. And it's usually pretty subdued. And they usually don't have a lot of people. I had the feeling, unless word of mouth is bad on this movie, I think it's going to do good numbers, man. Because this little theater never has any people. It was pretty much packed. And it was a lot of black people. A lot of black people went watch this movie and supported. Like, so when black people get out, you know we don't get out there much. And we don't watch the movies and stuff. But the black people go out and watch all the movies. There's white people in there too. But I think it's going to do something. Because it take a lot for the black people for us to all get together and contribute to the movie cinemas and stuff. We be sprinkled in there, but usually we outnumbered. But it was a lot of black people was up in there. But anyways, other than the success of the movie, man, the plot, we see a lot of the plot in the trailer and stuff. You see whenever they're in the house and he goes outside with the bat and etc. We've seen those parts. We've seen like the beach scene on the trailer. We see a bunch of rabbits. We see certain little elements on the trailer. Like, it starts off in 1980 something or 90 something, early 90s, and I'm not gonna get. I promise you. I'm not gonna spoil it too much. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just setting it up. Lupita Nyong'o is a little girl, and she gets lost in like a house of mirrors or something. She sees her reflection. It messes her up. So that is her first encounter with like these dual personalities and stuff. These others. It's like the shadow of us. And like everybody kind of has one, and eventually you see that in the movie and stuff. But it's very weird. Like this haunts her whole life, and she grows up like but now she has a family and everything. And homeboy M'Baku, I guess that's his name from Black Panther. His role here, is weird. Because you see he's such a manly man on Black Panther. Like, he's very feminine, nerdy on here. He's more of a comedic standpoint. He's very comedic with his stuff because he's so nerdy. But she has a family and everything, and it leads into the stuff. I don't want to give too much away, but certain elements that I want to kind of touch on. What can I mention without spoiling it too much? They have these dual personality and stuff. Man, this shit is crazy. Like, whenever they do meet up in, you see that scene whenever, oh, there's a family outside and stuff, and they go in there, and she starts talking. And they're like, who are you? We're Americans. I've watched the movie, and it still doesn't make any sense. Like, we are, like, I guess he's trying to say certain things with it, but I still don't get the deeper meaning of it. And like, we're Americans and stuff. Like, is it like everybody, all of us have an ugly side, or we brainwashed? So I don't know. This shit was crazy. This shit was crazy, man. I've watched the movie and I still don't know what the hell I watched. To be honest, like, one thing about it it has some funny elements, a lot of comedic stuff. If you find a bootleg of this, don't watch it. When I watched it in the movies, it was dark as hell. Like, there was a lot of stuff it was hard to see. Like, I don't have the best vision in the world, but it was hard for me to see. A lot of stuff was so dark. So if anybody has a bootleg, if you still buying bootlegs or something, don't buy the bootleg, because you won't be able to see nothing. I don't see how you'll be able to see it. But it has a lot of comedic elements. I like the soundtrack. The soundtrack is superb. How they flipped up, I got 5 on it. We've been hearing that, but they play it a lot in the movie and the stuff, and it sets up elements and sets up scenery. But man, y'all see, I am struggling. I am struggling with this to try to articulate and see where I was going with this, but man, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't make it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Certain things, like as far as horror elements and stuff, it kind of has a little horror elements, but it's not like you jumping and you afraid. When I watched the movie, I didn't feel like there was danger, but I didn't feel like the family was gonna die. I felt like they're gonna make it through. But when you see the news and you see other things, like there was outbreaks everywhere, and they was just killing up everybody. They was killing all kind of people. When they got to the family, it's like they was trying to like torture them or mess with them or something. Like they didn't. I didn't feel like they was gonna kill them. So that kind of took away from like a fear element. Like as far as me being scared, like that was just me. I just didn't feel like they were gonna die. And they pushed through and stuff, but man, the ending is crazy. That's what kind of got me just like, when you watch it, that's how the end got you. The end got you like, whoa, what the, yo, this has been a discombobulated, crazy review. I cannot put into words. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but I would say go watch it. I don't want to hate on the movie or anything. I don't want to mess any. If you watch this, I don't want to deter you from watching it, but I would say watch it. Go see it. Get your own perspective of it, and because if somebody explains it to you and they be like, "Oh, man, that's whacking," or this and that, or if it's certain, is hard to explain. You just have to see it for yourself to see what it is. Maybe somebody can see it if you seen it and you have another meaning for it. Write that in the comment section and you school me. You put me on game because I'm lost. But I would give it about, as far as entertainment aspect, I'd say I was entertained by it. And I was kind of on pins and needles in certain points. I'm like, wait, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? So it was entertaining, but it was crazy. I would give this like a 7 out of 10. Is it better than Get Out? I think Get Out was such a cult classic, and it had so many quotables and stuff like that. So many gifs or memes and everything. Do I see like memes and stuff coming out of this? Like it having as big an impact on the culture? Maybe not, but it was good though. But like a 7 out of 10. I would recommend watching it because nobody can explain this. Like this is this crazy. Like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest and the most hated, man. I'ma holler at y'all.